And I guess we are back once again. Hey, we took our time to do some technical stuff.
Very
Here.
technique.
Very technique, clicking buttons and having fun. Yeah, okay. Welcome to this day's episode of Forgotten Roles, once again, where few nerds are playing Dungeons and Dragons via internet. Online. Just had to say it again. Okay. Last time you did some shopping. You traveled with Kamos back to the city of Europe, the trade city, pretty close to the mountain range you came from. And shopping done, and you received a task from the clerkman of the town hall. He gave you some hints about some camp at the northern side of the forest side, and you already had visited there once when you rescued Rustling Leaves' dear friend
And master.
And, well, you are on a task. Can you describe me what was the task? It was the head of the leader, right?
Head of the leader, getting rid of the camp, and also retrieving some items. Assets. A lot of assets.
Yes.
Assets.
Yeah.
And basically get rid of the slavers. They were getting on the nerves of the empire.
Yes. Quite indeed, and the price was pretty hefty if the full task list was completed. You snuck into the camp, to the outer perimeter of it, and did some scouting. No one noticed you. And you built a hut, kind of from leaves and branches and whatnot. Outside the camp you are able to see the camp. It's beginning to be morning at this point, and the camp is waking up.
Good.
What would you like to do?
There were carriages coming in.
Yeah, there are multiple. Seems like there are no heavy guardsmen guarding them, just folks coming in.
So basically they might be buyers or
Could be.
normal folk.
Yeah, could be. There are a few cages amongst the carts. They are set up in a nice way in the center of the carts, and there are some animals, people in.
But do they have banners?
Don't look like.
Can Teram do a scouting flight to see closer?
For what?
For the people coming into the camp.
I do check, who they are.
Basically, if they're, and maybe what kind of goods they are bringing in. I can.
Yeah, sure. I asked them to basically do a quick flyover, so it's not that obvious. Check as Tal described, what do the people coming into the camp look like? What do they have with them?
Okay. Theron flies off. Takes a while. Lands on a tree behind them, scouts them from the distance, and does a quick fly over past them, kind of from backside, and flies through the camp all the way back to you, and kind of just lands pretty close to a tree next to you, and just people.
Just people.
Yeah, Sam is saying that it is people.
Okay. I think we should observe longer to see if there is any more people coming in. Maybe it's an auction day if they have something in their cages. So something might go on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
think...
think we need a proper distraction.
Well, first we need to know what's going on. I would like to scout the camp for at least 2 to 3 days before make a move.
It's a good idea. But I think we could make at some point a distraction to take the notice of most of the guards. Meanwhile, we can sneak into camp and do what we are here to do.
You remember they saw you with Tiab and I?
Well, that doesn't matter if they're, for example, dosing some flames on the other side of the camp.
Yeah, and they'll be pretty alert after that.
But we are going in during that.
Still, I don't like it because I don't know the exact number of the guards. Because at the
Just
moment there
something
is
to think
something
about.
going on, they smell it's fishy and they bring half of the guards to douse the flames and maybe have 15 to 20 men attacking us. So it's not wise.
We'll see when we know the exact number of the guards.
Yeah, that's why we should scout and wait and count. Count the guards. At least Camus could go in with an unexpected caravan because they don't know him. What do you say?
Where are we going to get a caravan?
Well, there is people coming in. Maybe there's more.
Well, if there's like people just walking in and out, why do I need a caravan and just can? Well, just go.
Sure, you can go.
Yeah, just I wanted to, if they are there like, let's say, random people going into the camp, or it's just caravan?
There are random people, just walking from various sides of the forest.
Yeah, just, you could just say that you heard that there is a
Probably you don't even need an excuse.
yeah, but if they ask that you heard that there's action coming up.
You can be checking for the wares for your master or something. But I think you should go in and count the guard.
Yeah.
But don't be too obvious about it.
One. No shit.
Okay.
Excuse me, are you two brothers? You look the same.
Just moment. 1, 2.
Or you could go there and ask how many guards you have.
That could be a plan.
Do you
Get
have any weak
killed.
points on your defenses?
When does the guard shift?
I'm a local reporter and I'm making a story about you slavers.
That won't cause any alarm.
No!
Yeah.
Okay. As your discussion goes on, the camp is really waking up. There are people shouting and people are coming in and going out. Some are disassembling their tents and just some are starting to assemble them. Yeah. What do you do?
Go for it.
I go a little back to the forest and like not straight to the road but further to the forest and then to the road and start heading to the camp.
Yep. As you go to the road, there's one bigger cart coming behind you and you just probably carry on with your way. It's way slower than you as the road is quite in a bad shape. It's overgrown pretty much. Yeah. As soon as you come to the open area where the camp is set up, there are a few hundred feet from the edge of the forest to the camp itself, and you can see not countless and countless, but dozen of tents in the camp. A bit less than they were a few nights ago when you were here last time.
Well, I wasn't, but
Yep. True. And as soon as you hit to the edge of the forest and continue your walk, you can feel the stare of few guards from the distance. As soon as you come from the side, they start immediately to stare at you. So, that's 2 guards at least. Furiously taking notes.
at least 2. Yeah.
Okay. You continue your way.
Yeah.
Overgrown path goes to the camp. It's lively here. It's almost people are walking back and forth, and it's causing the kind of the dried soil to get into the air. It's quite dusty.
Dusty road.
Dust. Anyone? Dust.
Are you circling around or getting to the center or?
I think I'll first head to the center and like look around if I see any cards.
Okay. So center?
Hmm?
Center or there, where you are, at the edge?
While I'm going to the center,
Yep, okay.
like
Okay. You are able to see the 2 cards that are kind of standing on the next to the path. They keep watching you for a while as you go by, and they continue to just watch others coming in, going out.
okay.
Okay, so that's 2 so far.
Only 2.
Only 2. That's easy.
Guys, there are only 2 cards. Yep, you go forward, you can see few other kind of guardsmen. It's hard to tell. They are wearing similar tabards, but kind of a different armors. And a few guardsmen just about to get on their boots and dressing up from the tents as you go by them. And that's a few others. 3 at least. Yeah. Getting to the centrum of the kind of a campsite, there are 2 guards at least standing on the cages, and few others watching the cage perimeters.
Okay.
So 2 plus 2.
No.
And on a quick glance you can see that there are few corners of the camp in the distance where you can see 2 pairs of guards also. And that would be it. If you wanna stay put for a while, go for perception and
Yeah. Why not? 8.
What?
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, that's not too bad.
Oh,
Is there any shops?
Well, the whole area is a one big shop kind of
Yeah.
thing, so. There are none.
There are none. Yeah, I'll just walk around for a while, looking around, being not suspicious at all, before I start heading back.
Do you look at the wares?
Well, yeah, why not?
Cages, yeah. Not too... They're not filled yet, clearly. Just 2 human beings. The rest of the cages are on the edges. They are processing them currently.
Yeah. I guess I'll start heading back to the forest.
Great. Which way? The same way you went there, or...
Or actually, how big is the town? Because I just came from one door, went to the centrum, and was that it, or was the campsite like next to it? And like,
It's pretty next to it.
Yeah.
I'd say the whole camp diameter is also 200 feet.
okay, so it's not that
Yeah,
big.
not too big. It's
Yeah.
camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot to give one advice to Kamos as he went there, but
That's too bad.
yeah.
That's too bad. You can say it to him when he goes back.
Yeah. No, you need to go back and fight.
No. Yeah. I guess I'll start heading back because there wasn't like beef jerky or anything to buy.
Yeah.
Beef
Yeah.
jerky.
They're jerks.
As we are in the bushes, Tiap, can you send a message to Kamos?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yes. Okay.
Your microphone is quite low.
Moment.
We need a technical difficulties.
Sign.
Yes, I can send message to Carlos.
Oh, in that case, could you tell him to find out what they are selling today and if he could pinpoint the group leader somehow?
Pinpoint what?
Take a note if there is a leader of the slavers. What does he look like and does he look capable and dangerous?
Okay. Just a moment.
And remember to tell him to check some tents. If there's a night shift sleeping in some tents, we need to know about that also.
That's a lot of instructions. But it's good. We need to be thorough.
Yes. Let me check what was the word limit.
For a message, there shouldn't be.
Sending does
sending
has
has
25, but
25.
for
Yeah,
last
true.
time, for the sake of it, let's go with 25 to keep it brief.
Check tents for guards. Stop. Check.
Yeah, the message wants reach Karmos because the range is 120 feet.
Okay.
Oh,
That's what I
fudge.
thought.
But I do have sending also.
But do you have copper wire? You don't need because you have magical focus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I cast sending and with Karmos target. And Toll said, check the wares and check if you see the leader of the camp. And then just a moment of silence in the message and
Who this?
and Morgan wants to you to check the tents.
Okay, that's good.
New body. Who's this?
Yeah, but he said, Tal said.
Yeah.
You are a smart
Most
man.
likely I will just answer done, okay, maybe. Well, I keep on looking around. Who's the big boy here?
Okay, perception.
Who's the main honcho?
Investigation to be exact, because you're looking into something exact on a smaller area.
5.
Okay. The slavers who are taking a look out, they don't seem to talk to anyone who would seem to be a leader of them. They kind of just mind their own business, and there are various people making the trades and telling the contents of the auction of the day. And yeah, hard to tell. There are no bigger tents at all at the area. All the tents are physically the same, pretty much. Can't tell.
What they're selling today?
But I already sent that message back, and
Okay.
so I can answer you before I come back to the forest.
Ah,
Unless
true,
he
true.
another spell.
I haven't said anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Ramos answers that he Ramos has already checked the cages, he will look for the main guy, the boss of the camp, and he'll maybe check the tents.
Let's wait and see.
Did the main road like go through the whole camp? Like
Pretty
there's,
much, yeah.
there's those tents and so on, and after that it goes back to the forest.
Yeah.
So basically I
Yeah,
just walk through the town
yeah.
and circle
Yeah.
around. Okay.
Looking about it, it's clearly abandoned road anyway, so it's overgrown. It's not a main road, but it's something.
Yeah. Okay, in that case I start heading to the tents, walk past them and like trying to look like nobody there.
Mm.
So which one? Well, it's basically the same because
Yeah, investigation.
both
looking
are
into-
+2, so 18.
18. So looking into the tents.
Yeah, while I'm walking past.
Okay, you cover 5% of the tents. Pretty same deal. Few tents they're not open, they're closed. And well, you see the same 3 guards getting their boots and gear and clothes and armor and chainmail and plate mail and such on them, dressing up for the day.
Making them fancy.
Yep. I'll keep going straight, and when I get to the forest I circle around and go where these guys were.
Yeah, the whole trip takes you good 13 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes. Yep.
So,
Tell us the details.
there was 2 humans sale at the moment. Nothing else yet.
You didn't ask what they are selling today?
No.
Why?
You said look what's for sale today.
That's not it. Oh.
I couldn't.
What kind of humans were they? How did they look?
Human.
Okay.
Like slaves, basically, or kidnapped, either or. And I couldn't find the big boss because basically all of the cards and so on look the same. And I didn't go through all of the tents because, well, I went past like how many tents? 10?
10 or 20.
10 or 20 tents, and there was already 3 cards getting geared up. So I saw about 13 to 15 different cards plus those who might be in tents, so it's 25 or so cards, I'd say. But at least 13.
That's quite many.
Yeah.
Attacking this camp seems like a versus idea.
I agree.
Agreed.
So how can we lure the leader, the guards outside?
I think it's the leader of the camp in general, but well, if I know.
Didn't they say that the camp keeps like moving around quite often?
Yes.
Because in my opinion it might be easiest to attack them when they are moving camp. If we are going to do it, but
Did you see any unused carriages, but wagons they might use to move the camp?
no, I guess I didn't.
Yeah, it was pretty cart-free environment. So
The road is quite bad, so the carts are like hindrance more than advantage in that environment.
yeah, no carts in the camp.
No carts here.
I think Camus could try to join up on the guard. At least then we would know who the leader is, probably.
The worst
And we would
idea
have a man
ever.
inside.
You think they let anyone on their business?
I think Camus looks nowadays more capable. They could even take him.
He couldn't even find out what they are selling. How is he capable?
2 humans!
Well, they brought in animals and maybe humans on those caravans and you didn't check?
Maybe it's just a bad day for them today. Or maybe it will take until nightfall before all of the wares come.
Mm-hmm. And if we are lucky, they might get a really good profit and get drunk. But now we don't know what they are selling. So we need to still stay hidden and observe, and maybe you need to disguise yourself and make another trip.
Yeah, but I'm not big fan of where there's at least 13 guards, probably 25 or so, and there are 4 of us, and even though they would be drunk or some of them passed out, I still think we might not have any chance to win this one.
We need that moon juice.
I do have a hard time believing that we can own all of this camp.
If you remember the quest, it was the head of the leader and destroying the camp. We don't need to kill all of them. We need to find out who's the leader, get him dead. That's basically half of the reward already there. And Morkran can set the tents on fire, and that's it for now. Maybe they'll get a new leader, but we don't even know who's the leader. You could go and get the moon juice, maybe try to auction that. And have an accident happen for the very flammable stuff.
That's not a bad idea. So, if we are going to get some moon juice, you'll scout the camp while we're gone.
Sure, I can stay hidden here in this improvised scouting hut and take notes. But how long do you think it takes you to get back with a wagon full of moon juice?
It took you a few days to come here from the Dwarven hut. It would take just a bit less than a week to go get a cart, go get the moon juice on the carts. Wouldn't take too long. 5 days.
A week maybe.
Yeah. You have the rations to do so.
Are you sure if it's going to take a week? Are you sure the camp will still be here?
Maybe not here, but I can follow them. I can leave clues for you to follow up.
So, is this the plan we're going with?
Unless you have a plan to get the leader out.
Nope.
I have one, but it's a suicide mission.
I'm not dying over 1,000 gold. Not worth it. And it will be a shameful death well.
Yeah.
You counted how many guards? Almost 20?
At least 13, but I scouted
13.
only like few tents, but there's probably more, so it's 20 to 25 or so. At least.
Yeah. How about those people coming into the camp? Do they seem to have strong people with them? Angry people?
No, looking at it, maybe, yeah, possibly.
Some.
They were bandit of a like, so they were kind of scruffy and mean looking. Not your noblemen or common folk.
So we can double the amount of enemies.
Not really. But understanding I have of humans of this continent, they seem to be quite selfish and think about themselves. Yeah, you are now human. If we get half of the guards out of the camp, one can start a riot. Because who wouldn't want to be the next slaver of this forest? If there is no one to protect the goods, humans are quite greedy. And if we add fuel to the fire and plant Kamos as a ringleader there, I don't know, maybe.
Sounds good to me. Kinda my plan combined.
Sounds really risky.
Really, really risky.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for me at least. And I have already died once.
Happy times.
Happy accidents.
I'm pretty sure they can't catch me in the forest. Like 95% sure they can't catch me in the forest.
And you just went and jinxed. If you say that it's banned, you can call it banned.
I have my way.
Making my way.
But anyway, we can't do anything yet because we don't know who the boss is.
So, is weak enough for you to get yourself inside the camp as one of the guards?
I'm not going there as a guard. I'm an elf.
Morgran is looking at Kamos.
Oh.
Well, I'm not too fond of that idea.
And why does he need to be a guard? He could go as a regular bandit.
A bandit, slave or whatever. A slave, I don't care. Something that gets the job done.
You're good with your words. Can you like get yourself your own bandit group?
He is quite handsome nowadays. Could actually embed the leader.
Yeah, you can bet the leader, yep. If luck is on your side,
If
the leader might be a she.
oh yeah. Yeah. Well, guess I can try. Or at least do more scouting inside.
Yeah. At least try to be thorough this time.
Don't worry, I have whole week.
You have a whole week. Guys, let's do the obvious. Split the party.
Good idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
It always is.
Yeah. I mean,
What could go wrong?
what are the percentages when someone has died from your party when you have split it? It's quite huge.
Almost every
Well,
time.
we didn't split the party. On this campaign.
But yeah,
Last,
the
yes.
Last time,
Yeah.
Dorf did die.
split from the party, Alphas died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Anyway. So, do you start heading to the dwarven camp? Or the hut? Who?
Yep.
Ooh.
At least I am. I'm
What
gonna
about
know
elf
it.
number 2?
There's no player 2. Mario is alone.
Fuck that, I'm not walking back. This is a stupid plan anyway. I'm not even coming back.
I can manage.
Okay.
Tia would like to have a Teram fly up into a tree next to the path that leads into the camp, which where the guards have come to the camp.
Yeah.
But Teram is basically building a tree over the camp, and Tia is in the forest within the 100 feet range. So Teram can communicate to me what he sees coming into the camp.
Okay.
And I explained this to the others. I'm going to do this.
I think you need to move. I think we need to move our hiding place if you want to do that. Because we are not on the east side, and where they're coming from, south?
They were coming from south.
Yeah. We were northeast. Well, maybe 100 feet, and Charam can still see. He did have a pretty good eyesight, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the area where the camp is quite, it's open, so pretty much everywhere he flies to, as long as it's on the edge of the kind of the plain area, it's fine. It's fine for him. So all good on that field. So Morkran, you start heading south.
Yep. Sooner I get there, the sooner I can come back.
Yeah. Okay. So fast forwarding.
I would like to do night scouting also.
Yeah. Fast forwarding few days. I'm most interested in what Camus wants to do meanwhile.
Grow a beard. And go back to the town.
Okay. Camp.
It's a small camp.
Camping town.
Camping town.
Yeah, camp.
Okay. So,
Do I need to use discard it?
yeah.
Oh my. Maybe I change the die.
Okay, so you are aiming to be
It is a 10.
a bit more bearded.
Look slightly different than normally.
Different, okay.
So it's 10 plus my proficiency, so it's 12.
Okay.
I don't know if I get any other plus. Probably not.
I think it's dexterity based, or it's just
Disguise.
disguisement of the.
Proficiency with this kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to any abilities checks you make to create visual disguise.
Let's see.
Isn't it like dexterity if you're gonna make something?
Or it's just throw d20 and get your proficiency with it.
Well, it says ability.
Intelligence check.
So
Let's
it's-
start in.
Pure intelligence.
Yeah.
So it's +1 plus proficiency, so it's 13 in that case.
Okay. Yep. You managed to pull off a few
Yeah, or just dye my
pubic
hair.
hairs on your
Because
face.
it has hair dye, so it might
Yeah.
be better option.
Okay. Okay. So it's now like just dyed black, like some charcoal on the hair. Shuffling.
So it's blacker.
Black hair. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go with that.
Okay.
Now I have a beard.
Yeah. Beard.
You have a beard.
A
Okay.
stub.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. You head back
It's
to the
good, it's
camp.
good.
You head back to the camp
Yep.
the same way you did before. Okay.
And now that I have beard.
You get to the camp. Not the same two guards are critting at you at the entrance, and
I just nod.
just look pretty much directly past you after that. So, getting to the centrum again, you count this time, taking the time as you have few days, at least 16 on duty guards. At least.
At least. Oh my.
Yeah. What else do you want to do?
Is there anything interesting on sale today?
Mm,
Or during the week?
yeah, during the week, few humans, few gnomes pass by. It's the first time you have seen a gnome in a while.
Do you even know what's a gnome?
No.
No.
That's exactly it. So, quite a lot of animals. They seem to go on the auctions on high prices,
At least 60 gold.
at least.
That's too much for a beer.
Yeah. People get quite excited when they see a tiger or two on the past few days, and they cost more than 500 gold each.
Tigers.
Little kitty cat.
Yeah. What else do you
Murder
want to do?
kitty.
Does the guy being the salesman of the auction look like any different than the others? Like maybe he or she can be the big boss, or maybe not.
Not really. He doesn't have an armor though. He has a red bandana on his head. Looks sturdy. Definitely can squat. And
Can squat.
Swole.
Yeah. Do you even lift, bro?
he does.
Do you even slave, bro?
Yeah. He does.
Maybe he's wearing a slave beater.
Slave Peter.
Yeah, only one cross. you know.
Oh well.
Anyway. But he looks different. No armor.
Yeah, no armor.
Swole as hell.
Any important looking persons?
Perception. There are few not so noble persons here walking, roaming around.
14.
14. Well, everyone seems to respect the auctioneer.
Okay.
But yeah. Rich people come and go. They are...
Actually, yeah, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, they are treated well here. Given drinks and food and just hoping to get some money out of them, of course.
They are the whales.
Yeah.
You milk money out of them. Big spenders.
Yeah. And as you roam here for a day or two, there are tents for sale. You are able to spend at least a week here if you want to. It's pretty common that the, as you discuss with various people, it's not certain that there's something on auction, so you may want to wait for a while. So you create a few familiar faces during the days that have stayed here. It's 5 silver a day, and it's free if you manage to buy something.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You buy something.
What animals did we have?
There I'm just looking there.
Uh-oh.
Well, I have money to like pay the silver also, but what animals else than tigers?
Bears, wolves, dogs. Like no petting dogs, just furious killer dogs that are pretty solely for the purpose that they fight.
How about killer
Fighting
ducks?
Ducks, no ducks.
Yeah, so I will be spending the silver because it gives
Buy
me
a human. Oh no.
because it gives me the chance to like scout the tent area better.
Okay, great.
So it's 5 days or so.
Yeah, so 25 silver.
Yeah. Bye bye monies.
There it goes. It is gone.
No.
Yeah, I would
It
actually
doesn't
like
work
to
like that.
have Teram, like I said, Teram posted on a tree above the
One gold
road.
is 10 silver.
And I want to stay within the 100 feet because I want Teram to notify me when someone is coming or leaving from the camp.
Yeah.
And when someone does leave or enter the camp, I want to link with Teram and see through his eyes who's coming and who's leaving, just to keep an eye out.
Okay. You spot during the 5 days as Morcron is gone a few familiar faces. If you are staying probably nearby, somewhere here in the woods, and just coming back to the camp and leaving, just seeing the 2 days wares kind of a thing.
Okay.
Nothing special, alarming, no guards seem to be shifting for the persons that are coming into the camp or leaving. Just your buyers kind of a thing. A few cards. You get a first sight of the merchandise.
So it's just mostly merchandise and customers.
Yeah.
Anything coming from the northern side?
Not really.
But still few.
A few.
Okay. Do they
I'd say
look...
every 10th is coming from north.
Okay. humans?
Mostly, yes. Few drow.
Few drows, okay. Do they all come on daytime?
Varies.
Okay.
So it's constant, pretty much the flow here anyway.
Okay. I would like to try to as Tia mentioned that there are few regulars that come and go, so they are probably staying close by in the forest. They are not camping in the campsite. I would like to tail them and try to eavesdrop if there is some useful information to get from them.
Stealth, please. Are you at which point of the day are you trying to do it? If it's day, it's going to be with disadvantage because of the daylight. Even if the woods is not too thick, it's pretty hard to even hide there.
But it's lightly obscured.
Lightly.
Yeah, it's all I need. Because I can hide when there is only lightly obscured.
So it negates the...
Yeah. And all I wanted to do is like, as they are leaving, I'll just keep my distance and try to find where they are camping, and if they are making camp somewhere, I would like to try to get closer and listen. That's like, I'm not like following them, obviously, just trying to find where they are.
Okay, so
stealth.
Stealth and...
It's nice. It is 15 plus 8, so it's 23.
Okay, you are quite hidden.
Quite. This is bad. I can't see the numbers.
Yeah.
Me neither.
And trailing them and stalking them is not too hard, so you are able to keep your eyesight all the time on them.
And probably perception to try to listen to their everyday talk.
Yeah, you would have to get quite close to do so. It's 15 plus because you have to keep your distance here.
Okay. Perception. Nope. Can't hear but birds.
Okay.
8.
Yep, you hear just mumble. The forest sounds, winds in the trees, birds, animals roaring in the distance. Mixes up the discussion. Few words about the slaves and the markets and how it's fun.
How it's fun.
Yeah.
Are they camping every night on the same place?
Yeah. It's a formation of rocks, which it seems as if kind of a 20 feet high stack of rocks is piled kind of in a conical shape, and they are camping next to it. Kind of gives you a bit cover from the wind and
Are they like waiting something special to come on auction? Do I hear something mentioned more than like other things?
with that perception, no. How much was it?
8.
No way.
Can I get closer?
You can with another stealth. It's
I
normal.
wait once it gets dark,
Okay.
so I can see them in Do they make a fire?
They make a fire. Best
Okay.
option for you would be, well,
Come from the cover of the rock formation.
yeah,
Okay.
sounds about right.
Nice.
Was that
Natural one.
Was that for stealth?
Yep.
Right. Nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we go nat 1 today.
As you climb the rocks, you get to the peak of it. There are a few, loose stones at the highest point, and as you kind of try to nod and lean forward, one of the rocks just gives under from your hand, and it just lands to the next to the two men
Sound
discussing.
effects.
They immediately look higher.
Reaction! As a bonus action, I cast Misty Step.
And you step away.
30 feet.
Okay, so you are able to get to the base of the formation, pretty much. Just a bit further.
Or back to the forest.
Well, yeah. And make a run for it.
Make a run for it. Okay. I will have to... Just a moment. As you misstep, the other man goes, "Hey! What you doing up there?"
Oh my.
You can hear it from the behind the rocky formation. The sound echoes in the forest.
Now I'm gone.
You running?
Yeah, once I make the short teleportation at 30 feet, I will make, let's see, I'm not running like away, I'm making to the side. Like not obviously like running away, but making a beeline to the, let's say, right.
Okay.
And hide into the forest while it's night.
Okay. Just a moment. Takes a quick 6 seconds as you go. Try to kind of bolt behind the trees and try to get away. As you run, you hit something sharp, hit your back of your shoulder. An arrow just latches there. Come back, and we'll kill you. Take that as warning.
Yeah.
Do you want to continue running?
Come back and we'll kill you. I keep running. God
Okay.
damn.
You take 1d6, 4 plus 2 damage, 6 damage, 6 points of damage from that, and you keep running. No more arrows coming as you run as fast as your boots keep.
6 damage. 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. Back to nice playlist again. That's fast. Okay. But they definitely show you.
Confused.
You should have just said meow and kept hidden.
I rolled natural 20 on perception
Nice.
and he climbed.
When I climbed.
When
Teleport.
I climbed.
Huh?
When I climbed.
Ah. When he went after you.
Yes, but
So
if
it saw you after you teleported. Again.
No, I didn't teleport twice.
Yeah,
only
once.
Yeah, but still,
But if it's
still
if it's 20 feet high, he can use only like half of his movement. I'm already like 70 feet away at that point.
Unless I'm proficient with climbing.
God damn. There's a super strong guys in the forest.
spider forest again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're all spiders here.
All spiders.
Okay. Yeah. You bolt away.
Yep.
Manage to get back to the up. If you go there.
Before, I would like to check the damage and make sure that I'm not bleeding. And hide in the forest till dawn.
Okay. You snatch the arrow away and it has a nice kind of a gourd hunting tip. It sticks. It kind of carves a chunk of flesh away when you pull it out.
Nice.
It's pretty hard to do, so it's finely crafted. Two yellow kind of a, what's the arrow leaves? What guides the arrow properly?
Fletching.
Yeah, I think.
Fletchings, yes.
Yeah, and one fine as silky as finest leathers like black. Fletching.
4 yellows and 1.
Two yellows.
Two
Sorry,
yellows.
did I say 4? Yeah, 2 yellows and 1 black. It's a
Ah,
fine
okay,
fine
okay.
arrow.
Fine arrow.
Really fine arrow.
I keep it. If it didn't broke, I keep it.
Yeah.
Now you have arrow +1.
Yes, I hope so.
You can use it once.
Yeah.
You can hopefully return it to the sand.
Sender someday.
Maybe
Like, I
one day.
remember you.
Maybe one day. Okay, you get back and yep. Actually, let's go back to Morkran. After a 2 days worth of travel, you reach the War Room people and the older War Room woman is greeting you. Hey, did you lose your party?
No. We need some cards and some moon juice. I have some gold. I can pay for you for it. You have it.
You can have it for free, of course. It's hard to sell anyway.
Yeah, I was thinking that also.
So,
I can take. Do you have cards?
cards worth. I thought you wanted a few cups. Oh,
All the barrels.
how much do you need?
Well, I think one barrel would be enough, but I can take it from your hands if you don't need it. It's hard to sell.
Well, I just said so, didn't I? Well,
Yes.
anything for you. How many?
He didn't think this through at all. It's like, moon
How big
juice,
is the card?
moon juice.
Sorry.
A wagon
How big is
full
the
of...
card?
Oh, sorry.
How big is the card?
You would be able to fit 6 barrels and few on top of them if tied well.
I think 4 is enough.
And they prepare them for you with a few question marks. Takes four of you to lift 1 barrel on the cart, and they tie them pretty well with ropes and whatnot.
No yawning.
And
I have a slave camp to blow up.
oh, I mean, nice. That's quite brutal, don't you think?
They are slaving animals and all kinds of humanoids there. It has to be stopped.
I mean, yeah. Okay. No further questions asked.
How have you been here? Is everything okay?
I think you should go. I guess I'm not getting the card back, am I?
I will return it and the moon juice if there's any leftovers.
So you're blowing them. Wait? What?
Oh
Yes, I
man.
will probably be destroying a slave camp.
Hopefully we see again.
Hopefully. Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you. The beer's not ready yet though. So,
It's okay, take your time with it.
yeah, take care.
You too.
Kind
See you
of.
around.
Just stands there, seeing you go like,
Hacha! Hacha!
Oh my.
just shakes her head as you go. You go on your way. Well, they gave you a horse and a cart.
Oh. Because I thought just Morgan got the card and the booze and like,
Now you're the horse.
Yeah. Okay. But they are in debt to you, so understandable. Okay. Fast forwarding a few days, so it's not all traveling today. You start to reach the area. Pretty much nothing special is happening at the camp. You do hear staying there that the camp's moving in a few days, and there's a bigger party coming on. The place is not yet set, but wherever there's room for such a big camp, there they'll go.
moon juice it is.
They
So
might
am
wanna
I
buy a
arriving
big
at
patch.
near to the camp?
Sorry?
Were I arriving near the camp?
You'll be arriving from the south, and it's getting late evening.
I'll try to drive the carts a bit off from the road and go looking for the rest party members
Yeah, as
from where were earlier or where I left.
as Tiap, you are constantly watching with Therum. You spot Morkron quite well. Not really hard to notice.
And when I spot Morgan, I'm going to cast message, point at him, and say to him to come where I am.
I'll answer, well, where are you?
I'm saying if you're coming from the road, maybe I'm on the right side of the road in the forest. So I'm just saying, I'm here.
Just like
Okay, I'll
old
come
Armor
there.
and Daisy games.
Where?
There's an enemy
There.
there. Thanks.
On your left. On the left. Your left. My left. I don't know.
And
Wow, that's
I'll
too precise.
park the carts in the
Yeah.
woods and go there.
Yeah. Okay, you find yourselves each other.
Ooh, did you spill your drink?
Oh no!
Oh, I speak my eyes.
Oh no!
Oh,
Even worse.
So far, spilled drinks count 1.
Today.
No, it was dice.
Yeah,
Ice.
Ice.
Dice.
dice. No,
Dice.
but I did.
Dice.
You did spill it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Ah.
a few games ago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We
So
are still at 1.
Counter is still at 1.
Okay, good.
So I brought 4 barrels of moon juice and a cart with a horse.
how many did you drink on the way?
None. I don't drink from there.
You don't drink from the wagon.
Yeah.
There's an old saying, you don't drink from your wagon.
Humans,
It's
it's
a
you don't
common
eat from the wagons, but for dwarven people, probably you don't drink from the wagon. Bu- 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 Could we set as I'm back with the guys, except Kamos, could we like make Kamos to like maybe sell the moon juice for the
Good.
reasonable
Could be a
price at the
traveling,
auction?
traveling merchant or something?
Yes, I think that's a good idea. And mark the barrels so we can notice them if needs be. If we need to cause some, well, explosions or whatnots at some point.
Diab, have you been in contact with Kamos at this time? At all? Do you know what's
No.
happening in the camp?
No.
No.
Could you maybe contact Kamos?
No.
No.
Oh! Please, we need to know what's
Know
happening.
if Camus is alive or dead.
I'm guessing that while we are keeping watch, we are getting like a long rest every day.
Yeah, you are able to constantly send back and forth messages few times a day,
Yeah.
right?
Well, now that you have mentioned that we should keep in contact with Kamos, I do the sending to ask for update and to say the message is as follows. Morgan just came back. What's going on in the camp? And I give our location.
In how many words do you give it?
It was-
Exactly like that. Less than 20.
We are here.
Efficient.
Yeah.
Well, now that you happen to...
Just go and
So
I'll count.
the amount of feet from the edge of the forest and then to the side of which we are on. I'm not quite sure which side of the road we are on at the moment.
The camp is going to be moved in a few days, and there will be a big party before that. Should I sell the moon juice? Question mark.
Okay, guys, we have 2 options. If Kamos can find out where the camp is going, we could ambush them on the way, or we could just sell the moon juice, and well, it's quite potent stuff. We might, I don't know. Are we sure everybody in the camp are bad guys?
No, I think the ambush plan is a bit too bloody for my taste.
But it gets the camp destroyed when the caravan is blown up.
Or maybe
I agree.
accidentally one of the moon juice barrels could leak while I'm driving around the town. I can.
Ooh.
Probably don't count as the camp being destroyed. Cut off the head of the snake. There will be probably another head rising up from the ranks. We need to do more drastic measures, I would do.
Where my last email?
How many barrels did you say you brought? 4?
4, yes.
Well, we could sell 3 and blow up the last one. When the going gets tough, like hide it near our exit route. Once the camp is full on party mode, we snuck in, we locate the head honcho, get his head, make a run for it, and while we are chased, we blow up the last barrel. Even in case they are even in a condition to follow us. I mean, 3 barrels of moon juice is... They're gonna have a hangover for a year.
I think we need to still destroy more of their equipment. If you only blow 1 barrel, a couple of tents are gone. After they are through with their hangover, they will continue slaving.
You know how easy it is to kill a guy with a hangover? You just bang your axe to your shield and they go down. Because how are you gonna distribute those barrels in the camp and blow them up at the same time?
There aren't any taverns where I could sell the whole barrel, so it would be pretty suspicious if I just plant the barrels like, here's a good place, yeah, many persons here, middle of the tent, nice, and hey, important guy, stand on this one. And then maybe sell the last one.
I agree.
But of course I can say this because I'm still at the camp. And I think that that's more than 25 words.
Ish.
Could be.
Oh, she's very thrilled about the idea. This man is jealous, rubbing his forehead, and this plan is becoming sketchier and sketchier.
Sketchier and sketchier.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna get us all killed and for what coin?
We'll talk on the money and we can get some when we sell the moon juice, so.
Because it's illegal stuff, they probably want to buy it because they are already doing illegal stuff.
Are they actually doing illegal stuff? Is Slayer illegal?
I don't
Not
think it is.
quite, but it's not regulated at the moment by the Empire. They are doing this under the radar.
How do you know this?
Because the clerk told me.
Wow.
He said that they are getting tired of their shenanigans and business things in the forest. I think they were stealing like profits or something from the legal slave trade and stuff.
In what?
Stealing profits.
Profits.
Profits, yes.
I thought you said trumpets.
That's highly illegal.
So many tubas. Oh. And well, since they are a sketchy group, they might like buy it for a high price. I think we should make Kamos like inquire about the Mr. Moonjuicer who was making the stuff, and when the next shipment is coming, we could pose as his new delivery guys or something. Because what the fuck was his name? We called him just as where is it? God damn it. Master Moonjuice, yes. That's in my notes. Come on. I didn't have time to ask his name. Except that there was a name when we returned the bounty. Was there? No.
I think there was not.
God damn it. Well, anyway. Who was he selling them moon juice if he can't sell it in town?
Well, while I have been spending the whole week in the camp, did I see any moon juice? Or anyone who drinks or sells moon juice? 6. Fuck this game.
People are drinking from their flasks, but it's hard to tell unless you go to talk to them what's in there.
Hey, guy, what you having there?
Do you have any moon juice?
You are standing.
Is it strong stuff?
That's something. You're standing next to the cages, looking at today's wares. It's 2 wolves just roaming around and circling each other in the cage. You come to a taller man who constantly is sipping from a flask. Just looks down on you.
Hi. Thanks.
Did you taste the moon juice?
I'm not sure.
It burns like hell. But anyway, it burns like hell.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Yeah. Constitution saving throw.
And And you're poisoned.
Should I change the die?
Natural one, please be natural one.
Yeah, you're gonna... No.
14.
14, okay. It burns as you go. Takes it back and
Nice stuff.
sips again.
And he's not even bothered.
Yeah. Just ignores you totally.
What is that?
The boom stuff. Continues sipping.
Is there like anybody selling it here or?
Persuasion?
Go, 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 go!
15.
15. Yeah, there's a failure of a drow that comes here and there to provide us. Sure, haven't been here for a few weeks now.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, take it easy now. Take it easy.
Will do.
Throw performance.
Oh my. 17.
You pass as a drunk man.
Or maybe I don't. You never know.
You're actually drunk.
You never know.
You have been 1 week in the camp and you're like, God damn, this is so boring, I need a drink. And where I need to drink more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay, as this goes on, what do you want to do?
Chee, you are the brains. Now we need a solid plan.
The Opera still thinks that the plan is fucked.
Agreed.
That is not a plan.
I still think attacking camp with up to 30 guards by just a bit 4 people is, let's say, it's suicidal. Straight up suicidal.
Chee, do you remember the training we went? It's called guerrilla tactics. We don't stay and fight. We cause chaos and we leave.
I still think the plan, what I have heard so far, it's not even a plan. It's just merely a passing thought, pretty much. What are we going to do? How?
Well, if you think this is a bad idea, we can leave. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. I don't give a damn at this point, because I have given everything I have for this mission. Just... But no support. Except for the crazy arms guy Morgran here, who wants to like burn the whole camp.
This shouldn't be any news to you. I've been saying this the whole time that this.
Yeah, well, I thought you might have come up with a plan. You are usually the brains of our team.
I cannot make miracles happen, even though I'm a wizard.
So where can we get this gorilla for this tax?
Oh, are you sure you have been in the military at all?
Gorilla
It was
tactics.
Oh,
dwarven.
I had to say that. To see the faces you make.
Well, maybe there's a gorilla in the cage. This time.
Is there?
Now Now we have a King Kong. No,
Very
Donkey
strong.
Kong. And barrels. Now we need a Mario and a princess. Plumber and a prince.
We still Camus is still in the camp, so it's us three in the forest.
Yeah.
Camus in camp, so we can even discuss this properly. I have at least heard from Camus that he would have located the head honcho. So getting him attacking the camp without knowing where to go is stupid, to say the least. Because the bounty is for 3 different things. Destroying the camp is unlikely to happen. Getting the main guy, we don't even know if he is there or who he is. And getting the goods, I don't think that's either happening without the destroy the camp. So we have 4 guys, 4 bottles of moon juice, cart and a horse.
Correct.
What was the biggest number?
70.
I guess.
Add your perception.
That is 2.
Yeah, so in that case it was 90.
17 plus 2 is 19.
Yeah. But I think that my biggest draw was 13 or so, but because it was 7, not 17.
Ah, okay.
So it's 15.
Yep, continue.
You remember how big of an explosion happened in the Master Moon Juice's 3-top house? And there was only
Yep.
few barrels.
I think there were loads of barrels.
There were 3 chests and 6 barrels. I remember.
I think there was more.
Because the warehouse has the most of the barrels.
If we get the barrels into the camp, how do we ignite them?
Don't you have long-range fire spells?
No. 100 feet is the most, so I would need to be into the camp.
I will protect ye.
Is that the last song?
Teram could carry a torch. I can.
Is that all?
Yeah. Well, I can go to the camp. I can go to the camp and set the barrels on fire. I can make it out.
It's
Or
possible.
we just wait that they leave, bury the barrels on the road. Once they go over, boom, and we leave. I highly doubt that there will be more than half of them left after that. Maybe a half of them injured.
How do you explode the barrels ground?
We make a fuse something that ignites very easily?
Moon juice.
I can.
Could drown some rags in the moon juice and lead the fire to the barrel with them.
Well, you can make a trail of moon juice and light that up.
So are we doing this or are we leaving?
Well, it would be waste of good moon juice if we don't do anything with it. Maybe Kamos could sell it and we make a profit that way. We need the
That's
money
a
for the
pretty
travels anyway.
That's a pretty safe plan.
And let's see if they get drunk or not. Maybe they won't.
And we might even identify the leader if he wants to be in the deal.
I do another sending Kamos to come to us and describe our location again.
Okay.
Okie-dokie.
I'll head to the other guys.
To the other side.
So,
At
as
the
you're
time.
as you're leaving the camp, the guards know that you did you stay at the tents. It would be 25 silver for the amount of days you were here. As if we go through a book, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I paid
Yeah.
already, but
No.
Yeah.
As you leave.
Oh. Pouch of
effects.
No, sounds about right.
sounds about right. Yeah, it's silver alright.
Empty bag of emptiness. I might be back.
Hey, yeah. Yes.
No. It's already spent.
Yeah.
Yep. You reach each other once again. Morkron has come back.
So,
I brought you 4 barrels of moon juice to sell at camp.
should be possible. Because their usual guy haven't been selling it for some reason.
How much have they been asking for it?
Yeah.
Can you go back and ask?
If you could just take the barrels there. Or that you could probably mention that you could have a connect for the moon juice and ask if they are interested in buying some. Jabbar is looking at the barrels for any kind of identification. Are the barrels marked in any way?
Are they what?
Marked.
Are they marked?
Oh, I think I didn't describe anything a few days ago.
Yeah, that they're just plain barrels.
Yeah.
So there's not there's not a huge purple spider mark on them. Like, these are the Master Moon Juice's barrels here.
Yeah, I don't think I described anything about them.
Okay.
If I did, let's scrap it. There's no markings.
I don't think you said anything special about the barrels.
Yeah.
No, they were heavy barrels.
Yeah.
200 something liter.
And Kamos, you have been inside the camp for some time now. And we are sort of I think we are sort of conflicted about what we are going to do. What do you think about assaulting the camp? Is it a suicide mission or no?
Well, the most guards on duty I saw was 16 or so at one time, but some might have been taking rest during that time, so it could be double the number I saw on duty, so it's 32 and yeah.
Somewhere between 20 and 30, most likely.
Yeah.
And no matter how many gorillas we employ, I don't think we can take that on.
What? I saw some tigers, but what's this about gorillas?
I mean, if we have 300 gorillas, it'd be easy.
Yeah. But I think that the guy who is selling the slaves might be the head honcho. Might be. Because everybody seems to respect him. But it's hard to tell because you don't basically see him anywhere else than on the auction.
Okay.
Do you know which one is his tent?
You wouldn't. No. You didn't take an oath back then, so.
Yeah.
And you didn't manage to seduce him? Even with that beautiful beard of yours?
No.
Did you even try?
No. I don't swing that way.
I thought bards swing every way.
So, what you up to?
Well,
I wouldn't like to meddle with the discussion that you have had for 2 hours now.
But you are
action, guys.
No. It was good discussion and reasoning. Yeah. So, continue.
There's too few information. But
I have had to keep low profile while on the camp, so I wouldn't be discovered to be a spy.
for 5 days.
I've been keeping watch on the road and noticing things coming in, either new merchandise or guest/buyers. So most likely there won't be any reinforcements. But the camp has all the guards that will be there.
And I don't know if Gamos is going to make a sale if he rides alone to the camp, but he might. If you say you work for the moon chooser and he's expecting money for his delivery, you can make a story up.
Or he could just be a nice, shady salesman selling some moon.
Yeah, I think that...
affiliated with the moon chooser.
Yeah, I think that the shady moon chooser works well because their usual guy hasn't shown up for a while, so they are getting desperate to get their fill. Desperate.
If we at least get something out of this.
And because that big party is coming up, so, well... They need it.
Can we poison the drinks? Or is it poison enough already?
I think it's so strong it distills the poison out of it.
Yeah, that might be
Nothing
true.
survives it.
Yeah, well. Go make a sale.
Tomorrow, because it would be too suspicious if I just left the camp and come back with the carriage on a horse and 4 barrels of moon juice.
How come? You could say that you went to greet the delivery guy and let Morgan ride on the side bench. Well, he need to first shave his beard because he will be recognized.
That will not happen.
Or maybe they won't recognize you.
I can braid it.
Yeah, you can braid your beard, okay.
Yeah.
And you can say all the dwarves look like the same. Look the same. Like you do. You have hair all over. And you...
How about all of those family emblems on that armor and
Big family.
so yeah, I think I might go alone on this one.
Ooh.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
When's the party?
Before they leave.
When do they leave? When do they leave?
In a few days.
In a few days. Okay.
They probably are just waiting for the moon juice.
Okay.
Could be.
Go and sell it then.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay, you wait a night. Nothing special happens. Morning comes. The camp's starting to build up their speed and day again. You go to the camp. The cart alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Takes a while. The liquid behind you is just bubbling and just making sound behind you, and plush, plush, plush. And as you go, the guards way. What's that behind you?
Moon juice.
Goes all pale. 4 barrels. Stop right there. Stop. Don't even flinch. Looks at the fellow guardsmen there. Just they look at each other, kind of a bit scared. Just slowly approach your cart. Are those full?
They should be.
Where did you get them?
My acquaintance is a moon juice brewer. And he wants me to sell these for him.
What's the name?
I think he goes by Moon Juice Master
Master Moon Juice.
or something like that.
Roll deception.
Oh.
So it's
Plus what now?
17.
17. Haven't heard that one before, but
It's good stuff.
can we pop it open?
Yeah,
Try it, maybe once.
yeah, of course.
Right. Just
First one is
gets
free.
his sword off from the sheath and carefully approaches one of the barrels and kind of inserts the steel under one of the planks and carefully lifts it. It cracks and he jumps back just a bit. Nothing bad happens. Just looks into the barrel. It's pitch black dark liquid. He tips his finger into and yeah, that's the stuff. You have 4 barrels, that's dangerous. How far did you come from? You could have killed yourself.
Well, my acquaintance brought them to me, so he was in more danger than I was.
Yeah, lucky man, I guess. Okay, 4 barrels. You're not getting into the camp. I'll send someone here. Just a moment. Just whistles and it echoes. All the camp stops for a while. Just continues their business. A few other guards are gathering around you and looking at you, and just everyone's just talking about 4 barrels of this stuff. And finally, the main auctioneer comes, looks at you. He's wearing a black and red bandana over his head. Has dreadlocks kind of tied well together on the back, make a one bigger ponytail. Green, black, kind of a loose clothes, pretty fine though, and one bigger sword on his side, kind of looks somewhat of a scimitar. Yeah, you're not getting into the camp, but you're selling?
Yeah, of course. I heard you have a big party coming up.
We do, but 4 barrels quite much.
Well, it's a big party.
It's a risk, big risk to store this.
Well, everything is fine for now.
How much for them?
Come on! You're a bard, you can do this.
I love the fact that you have no idea about it.
Yeah. I'm counting.
No.
Oh. It's 200 liters per. Calculator, thanks. Let's say it's dirt cheap, so it's 1 barrel was like 200 liters.
Ish.
Well, let's say 1 cup is 0.3 liters. Yeah.
He goes full on merchant.
Times 5 divided by 100.
Is that like when you go abroad and when you're buying some random shit from the street, they just punch the numbers in a calculator and show it to you?
You have the what's it called, the with the pearls and goes on.
It's abacus.
Abacus, yes.
Just starts tapping on the ground on his feet.
With the milk odoters.
Oh, come on.
Would we have like a basic understanding of what booze is worth?
Yeah, but
Shoot.
5 silver for 1 cup, maybe, so it's 15 for 1 liter times 800.
Oh, now I found what I fucked up. Probably. No, or not.
Now this sum is ridiculous.
I'm waiting.
Because it would be well divided by 10, so it's in golds. So it would be in 1,333 gold coins. But let's say 1,000.
1,000?
250 for each barrel.
Oh yeah.
Just looks back. somewhere in the distance, and looks for something clearly, and just looks back at you.
You made a deal. You made a deal.
Or maybe not.
1,000. Leave the barrels, we'll give you the gold.
Okay.
Grabs, kind of, are you still sitting on the cart?
Yeah.
Grabs your shoulder. Where did you really get this?
My friend brought it from his brewery down the road.
Deception. Because that's a lie.
Well,
no, it's down the road.
half of it is not a lie,
But
because
it wasn't his brewery.
yeah. 13.
13. Okay. If you say so. It was dirt cheap anyway, so
They don't give a damn.
we had to check all the barrels. So.
Yeah.
Men! Just few men gather around and they start kind of lifting the barrels out of the...
Well, my friend haven't been in this business, so he doesn't know the good prices yet.
yeah, come back when you get more.
Will do.
Great. Same price.
Well, might rise later, but for now, it's a deal.
And
Pleasure doing business.
yeah, the same.
Yeah.
And just turns around, you clearly see that he does something like this. And yeah. And everyone's kind of hyped around him. And there are lots of people cautiously, though, just still looking at all what you have brought. So, they fetch you the 1,000 gold pieces, and you are on your way if you want.
Heck yeah. I'm just money.
Yeah.
And go back
Okay.
to forest.
You raised the guys.
I got monies.
How much?
1,000 gold pieces.
Can't hear anything from you. So
I heard that he said, what? What?
now it's good.
1,000?
Yeah. And I think I lowballed the price pretty much.
I don't
How
care.
much?
He was quite happy with the price, so I didn't ask.
We should have exploded the old cart. I think the leader was next to.
Well, you still have time to unloading the cart, but I'm not going back. Unless we have more barrels to sell.
It's 200 feet to the barrels.
Should we attack?
No.
How many guys were at the barrels?
More than 20. It was not only the people maintaining the place, and so it already gave some attention to the kind of bystanders, and so
Why didn't you auction them?
They didn't let me in the camp.
Why?
Well, apparently 4 barrels of moon juice is highly explosive and dangerous.
Pussies.
I love the fact that half an hour you were still discussing exploding those barrels.
Well, Mogran just drove like a 5-day trip back with the bumpy road and nothing happened. Maybe they don't know their stuff that well. Or Morgran is lucky as a halfling. Are you sure you're a dwarf?
That might be the case, actually.
So, what are you up now?
Well,
You want
now
the
we have
monies, we have monies.
1,000 Now we have 1,000 gold.
1 cart, 1 horse, 4 guys, and 30 guards. But no moon juice.
Oh yeah, did I get my card back?
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, they unlocked the card and you were able to turn around and leave.
Can
Did
Teran
you see
see
what-
where they are taking the barrels?
My question exactly.
Yeah, you would be able to recall it. If they take them about inside the campsite, they distribute them kind of in 4 separate locations. Just because it's, most likely because it's highly flammable and highly explosive.
Yeah. So the barrels don't set up each other. Yeah, and I conveyed this to the others that they seem to take barrels inside the camp, but each of the barrels was taken into a different area of the camp.
Can you draw a map of the barrels where they are located?
So I just saw that they started taking into different directions. I don't know the exact locations.
Can Teran do a flyover?
Well, of course you can, but I would think that they would be inside tents, but then we can try. And I asked them to fly over the camp once again and to look for the barrels
Yeah.
if possible.
Fly over, nothing, they're gone. Pretty much. Probably inside the tents.
Yeah. All of the barrels seem to be taken inside tents.
Can Teran remember the general location? Like, in which part? Like, let's say in 20 feet radius or something?
I would say
He
no.
wasn't. I think he wasn't actively flying over when they were unloading.
Yeah.
So he saw that they are like taken into the camp and distributed.
Yeah. Even at the heights where Teran at the moment was, it's hard to see through tents.
Well, Camus, you need to investigate. Again.
Why? We got the money, as you wanted.
True.
There's at least 2 who don't want to go and, well, die.
And exploring the barrels is bound. Well, most of the people in there, I don't think they are like good people because they are buying enslaved people and animals, but I would rather not kill innocents.
Well, we could wait till the party and take a look at night. What's happening? If we see an opportunity, we act on it. But if not, we leave. That's all I'm asking.
Fine.
Let's wait for the party then.
Okay, you wait for the party. It doesn't happen on the first night. it's the one after. They are already unloading the tents, kind of making a bigger caravan circular area, and pretty much without the tents. The 4 cages are still in the middle, and it's getting dark. They are setting a bigger bonfire just next to the cages. And
is there anything in the cages at the moment?
From this distance, it's hard to tell.
Okay. Are they playing music?
Slowly, yeah, they're playing music.
And since they are gathering the tents, there is like, is everybody awake?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Takes a good hour or two to disassemble everything. They slowly take the cages apart also. The bonfire just keeps on going. People are throwing garbage in and more wood in, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger all the time.
Before the party, did the regular customers leave, or did they stay?
They stayed.
Okay.
Yeah. It's quite crowded. It's noisy.
Noisy.
So yeah, there are 10 cars in total at least, just doing the circular motion there, kind of making some kind of a barricade. So it's pretty hard to get even snuck by there, and they're just having fun.
Do we see any patrols?
Perception.
I'll help with that. I'm also scouting, or at least looking for the guard positions and stuff.
Okay.
So advantage?
Yeah, advantage.
Oh, he just... Or did you...
You can throw.
You make own.
You can.
Okay.
You can.
Well, I'll be damned. Double nuts.
Double nut 1.
20s.
Whoa.
Great. Okay.
Why?
Yeah.
You see nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Right. There are guards, a few of them, but they are getting quite drunk themselves too.
I'm hype on cocaine. I see everything in slow motion.
Yeah. You kind of discuss the situation, and just as you see something, you discuss it for a while, and you kind of are able to debrief each other about how you see the situation. And yeah.
Yeah, they are getting drunk. They are having fun.
Yes.
Yep. But I can't see the moon juice right now.
I was just about to say that a few hours as they go by and the camp kind of settles, they are making the bonfire go smaller by time, of course. They are not adding into it, and slowly they start to chant moon juice, moon juice, moon
It's a
juice,
cult.
moon juice. They are kind of stomping ground, moon juice, and it all goes silent for a while, and you can hear a kind of a wooden and everyone just cheers in the camp, and yeah, they continue their business. It gets quite wild after a while.
Is it time to assault the camp?
No, not yet. About-ish, how many people in the camp?
70 or so.
70 or
About.
so.
I'll let that flow with that double natural 20.
About 70, okay. They are getting hyped, they are starting to empty the barrels. 200 liters. maybe they open another one if we are lucky. They
Was it 70 people?
70-ish.
70-ish.
Yeah, but let's say it's old and stuff. 70%. You're seriously saying that each of them is going to drink 2 liters of the stuff?
Even one cup would make you bad.
Bad. Well, I don't know.
Double disadvantage.
Maybe they will destroy their camp by their own.
We could wait for a while and see what happens. Like when the camp is starting to get quiet, we might be able to like just walk in there and see, okay.
Yeah, grab the leader and get out of there.
So let's wait a few hours and maybe Teram could scout and see what's happening in.
I fly over occasionally to see what the camp action in the camp looks like.
Yeah.
But Teva would still like to point out that we still don't have confirmed intel on the camp leader of the camp.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm about 90% sure it's the auctioneer, because he was the one who they brought to buy the barrels from me.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that what I was listening about what Khan was telling, that sure sound like the leader.
Are you sure? Did he
That's
didn't
what I think.
agree to the price, right?
What?
90%.
90% sure. Quite sure. And he was, yes, it's good. And we agreed that I might come later and sell some more. Might.
He could be some kind of a major domo, a true leader, but
Yeah, I'll let it slide. It's too late already. What happens in the next let's say 4 hours?
Theron is able to scout it as much as you pretty much want. They are not paying any attention to flying owls. Just nature around them, pretty much. Getting drunker and drunker.
Are they starting to pass out?
No, nothing.
It's not potent enough.
It's almost 3 a.m. in the morning, as they still are kind of continuing full-heartedly.
Tiap, what time does the sun go up?
In a few hours.
You are didn't you have the... No, you know the north, right?
I don't know.
But not the exact time. You could count it from the double moons.
Weren't you supposed to be the survivor expert?
I can throw survival.
No. Actually, you always know which way is north and the number of hours left before the next sunrise or sunset.
That's my man.
2 hours.
That's my man.
2 hours.
Because it's always the darkest just before the sunrise. We aim for that moment to sneak to the camp. At least I would like to check the camp closer.
And do what?
Just check it.
Stab.
No, check it.
kidnap the leader and leave.
Nap the leader and what?
Maybe release the slaves.
Were there any slaves in the cages? Did Terang see any?
Not currently.
Okay. So empty cages.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's probably still the high, long grass around the camp,
Yeah, there is.
and because it's getting rowdy and like that, maybe like let's say hour before sunrise. Should we? At least I would like to go closer and check it.
Yeah, I would like to send Teram before us and to check which side of the camp. Do all sides of the camp still have the guards present?
Yeah, they are all around.
Are they tired
They-
listening their friends getting drunk?
Or are they
The
drunk?
guards.
Yeah.
The guards are seemingly having a stand of their night, kind of. So they are visibly drunk also.
Drinking on duty. Yeah. Okay.
You can see from the distance when you start approaching 1 hour to sunrise. Clock's ticking. So.
Closer,
Yeah,
closer.
you can see that they're drinking also.
Are there now any loud music?
There's music all the time.
Okay. That probably hides our...
See it?
What? No,
Is that
number
the
one? Number one?
Yeah,
Oh.
natural one on perception.
Yay!
So even Morgan might be able to sneak.
Yeah.
Might.
We need
Might
to
be
brag
able to
him.
walk.
Me.
Oh,
So,
Yeah, closer to the camp.
closer to the camp. Yeah. You approach, get closer, use the grass as your advantage. They are not paying any attention to you or even the direction of the forest. They're just kind of facing each other, discussing, cups in their hand, just waving and flailing and just laughing at each other's jokes and having a blast. And you get closer and closer.
while we are closing, I'll be up to cast silence so of the guards if something happened,
Okay.
so they can't yell for help or alarm or anything.
Okay. So you're
Weren't you able to cast
No, it's him.
silencing? Oh, it was Gamos who cast. Can you do it?
Maybe.
No need at the moment, though.
Yeah, might be.
are you doing?
If needed.
Just if something looks like it's going everywhere.
But we are every.
Every.
If something seems to be fucky.
No fucky business at now.
Okay.
Is there a...
What are you doing in what order? You are 30 feet away. I was about to say 10 meters away, but
Wait.
let's go with feet.
Okay, let's go with feet. I would like to find a point where I can see into the camp. Even like underneath the wagons or between the wagons.
Okay. You have to get
Closer.
not even closer, but next to them.
Okay.
Okay. Stealth.
Let's
Guess I'll ready silence spell.
I'm gonna throw with disadvantage because
12.
okay. Yours bigger.
Oh.
Yeah. You go unnoticed next to the cart. It's almost as high as you are, pretty loaded with stuff. The wheels are pretty big. From under the cart you are able to see the partying people. They are not paying any attention into surroundings. They are just drinking, dancing in a circular motion around the bonfire, and there's one of the barrels pretty close to you, maybe 50 feet to your left.
And the partyers are a mix of the off-duty guards and the visitors.
Visitors, yes.
Yeah.
Do I see anyone who is not engaging these
Perception.
activities? Perception. 13? Yes, 13.
13. It's hard to tell between, as people are obscuring your vision as they are dancing by all the time. You are able to see just a smaller part of the campsite.
To change that better die. Okay. You said there was a barrel 50 feet to my left, or was it right?
To your left,
Okay.
about that distance, 40 to 60 feet. Quite
okay.
far.
Alright. I'll try to pass as a already passed out person next to a cart. If somebody's like getting awfully too close, I'm just...
Okay. So you are getting in?
like under the cart. Like maybe just roll under it.
Okay.
Just that's all.
Yeah. What are others doing meanwhile, as this goes on? You can see Tal run next to the cart and peek over it, peek under it, and just go under it.
I think Tal still follow Tal in the grass, but didn't go in. He's still quite unsure what we are even gonna do apart from the nab the leader and get the fuck out plan, but that seems pretty unrealistic.
Yeah.
So he is just keeping watch and having Antramis. I noticed that the partyers didn't really notice Teram at all, so I'm having Teram sort of fly over the camp.
Yep.
And I maintain the link with him so I can follow what Tal is doing inside the camp.
Yep.
If I cannot see him directly.
Okay.
I'm still ready to cast silence when needed.
And Morgan is also kind of staying back, but following what's going on, ready to jump, help if something bad.
Okay. Tal, continue.
I'll crawl underneath the wagons and try to get a better view around and try to still find a person who's a bit more alert, and that's it.
Okay. Great. You go under a few carts. You are almost at the same spot where the one of the Munchus barrels is. There are two guards kind of guarding it, looking into it pretty much and sharing cups to people that are constantly coming and going to get some more juice. And was it 13?
Yeah, the
Okay.
the perception.
Okay, yeah. Pretty much everyone's wasted, except something takes your eye. There's a woman standing, not standing, sitting on the one of the cages in the middle, just next to the bonfire, and he's just there in kind of this kind of position, leaning onto her knee, just watching all the ruckus around her.
Is there in the partying people, is there a lot of women?
There are.
Okay. How is this person dressed?
Has leather armor, kind of a same kind of a bandana that the man had previously that comes so full of red stripes, black otherwise, leather jacket, red, tinted red pretty much, and kind of a long leather trousers.
Any weaponry?
What's it called?
Knife.
Not
Kukuri?
a knife. A smaller sword. Rapier. Yes.
Ah,
Pointy sword.
Pointy sword.
pointy
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah.
Metallic stick.
Just long rapier.
Can I see the person Camus described as the ringleader? The dreadlock dude?
No.
Nowhere.
Not at this point.
Maybe it's very human.
Where?
We're human.
Very human.
Where humany?
It turns to human when on full moon.
Okay.
Got bitten by a human.
I would like to poke a little hole to the barrel.
That's quite impossible without being seen. Like really, you are able to see that the guards are kind of standing
Okay.
two sides of the
Okay,
barrel,
okay.
and if you go there, they just. What are you
So,
doing?
so it's not like next to the
No.
wagon.
It's
Okay,
even
okay.
further. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was close to the wagon,
Yeah.
but it's closer to the fire than
Not
the
too
wagon.
close.
Okay, not too
A bit
close.
halfway there.
Okay. Did Camus mention in his reports anything about the woman?
Didn't
No. Okay. Then I'll roll out away from the underneath the carts and from the camp and get back to the boys.
Okay.
I try to find a moment when there's no guards watching.
Yeah. Stealth. Another getting off of the under the carts.
Ooh, that's nice. That's 23.
Yeah, that's enough. Great. You get to the boys. Again.
Hi.
Aye. You didn't say anything about it. Was it good looking woman?
Now that you mentioned, the woman clearly had some Eastern figures into her. Long black hair, kind of all loose under the bandana, just very beautiful.
Almond shaped eyes?
Hmm?
Almond shaped eyes?
Kind of.
Okay.
Didn't see one.
Well, one of a scout you are.
Or maybe she was hidden for the whole week. Dun, 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 dun.
Did she have a beard?
You can go and look. Check. But once we are gone.
thing.
No.
There is one barrel of moon juice in that direction, about, let's say we were 30 feet from there, 30 feet, and it's 70, 80 feet to that way.
And Firebolt's range was 100 feet, so can Tiap snipe the barrel?
Well, there are still innocent people in the camp, and in my opinion, the woman was too alert to be any regular guard. And since Kamos didn't see her the whole week, I think your theory about the ringleader is wrong.
I said 90%.
So she wasn't drinking.
Nope. She
That
was
woman is trouble.
observing the camp on top of the cages.
I'd like to point out that unless we have left the field, we are discussing this while hiding in the grass on pretty much plain sight.
Yeah.
Just next to the cards.
No, they are 30 feet
Yeah,
away.
people wouldn't be able to see you. The grass is quite high at the almost darkest hours of the day. It's pretty dark.
This is still not a really good place for it.
Yeah, true.
Perfect place for
And
emergency.
there's nobody passed out, so this is not gonna happen tonight. But now we have a little bit more information. We can...
I think tonight is the best chance we'll ever get. Or well,
And
in a month or something.
and even that chance is sort of, not sort of, it is pretty shitty. So I mean, I don't think we should do anything this night. And the camp is moving next tomorrow, I think.
I think they are leaving as soon as they possibly can.
Are able.
Yeah.
So what do we want to do? Do we want to follow them, or just we just continue our journey?
Well, is there a journey? Except...
No.
I think we can take 30 drunk guards.
Okay, give me 10 minutes. And then you go in and start the rockets.
Okay. Sounds good.
You know, I was just kidding.
Can you, like, give
No,
me more
Morgan,
information?
no. Didn't you listen? We said it's not a good idea right now. There is no one passed out. They are still probably quite capable to fight. And if you wanna die, go for it. I don't want to die.
Yeah, okay. I'll wait a while.
But now we have information. We can probably use it to get some help and maybe sell a new patch of moon juice.
Or we could just ditch the killing of the camp idea, just sell the moon juice, then become rich and retire in a nice house somewhere.
That's not actually a bad idea.
I was joking.
Well, anyway, we need to get out of here before the sun rises.
Yes.
We need to pay a cut for the dwarf, though.
Yeah,
This
let's
is
go,
no,
please.
never mind.
Yeah. Okay. So you back up.
Yeah, we back up.
I'm surprised, but
No more murder hobos tonight.
yeah. Well, you did something highly illegal already, so kind of
We are just
tips the balance.
hobos, not
Yeah.
murder hobos.
Yeah. You back off. You get to the cart. Man, I rolled pretty badly for perception on the guards. Natural 1, 2, and 9. So nice.
Oh yeah. We survived.
Yeah. For the time being, at least.
Oh no.
Mm.
Yeah. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? You saw the map, right? All of you. You could go to the north. You could go to the south. East would have maybe some smaller villages unmarked to the map. What do you want to do?
Actually, I would like to report this to the ULUP. Now we have a number. Now we have faces. It's too much for 4 people, but I think information is worth something. And since the ULUP has a trade route that goes on water, we can take a ship. Now that we have the 1,000 gold from the camp.
The other thing we could possibly do is sort of follow camp, see what direction it goes, so we can inform the new camp location, Europe.
Now we have at least 2 locations where they operate.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Same here.
But we need to be careful with that, what we've seen.
Hmm? Yep.
But following just the big camp, so the caravan will have to be quite large, so following them shouldn't be a problem. Things like it.
Yeah, we can easily give them like a day or 2 head start. They are bound to leave tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Salam could follow them.
Yeah, and maybe if their regular people are following the camp, at some point we might be able to join them or something. But that's the last effort, I think, because I think they'll remember our faces.
Mm-hmm.
It would be good use of your disguising
Well,
if you
some
could
of us
like...
might get more friendlier welcome than others.
True. You could become a regular salesman for them. But anyway, let's hide for the night and let's see what they're doing in the morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do you. You hide. Get back to the kind of scouting hut, and it takes a good 5 or 6 more hours. They continue until the morning breaks. The sun's already pretty high up, and then they go pretty silent. They are sleeping. They are still few packing their stuff in the camp, and they start moving. You can see that it's as if they were carrying dead people all over, as people have passed out on the carts and are not. They're just pretty much sleeping. Few selected few are just traveling. They seem quite tired also. Music has stopped. They're going. They head northeast. They directly they do not follow any tracks, they just bolt directly into the forest. It's a kind of a hard and slow road, but they'll make it happen, just to cover their tracks.
Okay. How many carts were there? I mean, wagons.
10.
10 wagons. Okay. Do we see any wagon that is more careful in its moves than others?
Hard to tell, they're just all going forward. It's impossible to tell.
Is there a wagon that is being avoided?
No, they are kind of all in a one big kind of a lump. Staying close to each other.
So maybe could they have drank all the moon juice? No, that's 800 liters. No way.
Maybe they were thirsty.
No way.
So a little bit of fire and all of the people would explode, probably.
Well, they seem to be quite wary of the barrels when Kamos brought them back. Now they are not even bothered if they are traveling. Mm-hmm. Anyhow, let's. Is there the customers going with them?
They are, yeah.
So they
Some of them are kind of a spacing off into the woods, kind of going their own way and various other directions. So some of them are traveling with them.
Okay. We keep following them.
You keep following them. You follow them for a good few days, to be exact. You set camp pretty close to them. Few others are also doing so. They don't mind you, no one minds you. They see you, you're not kind of too well hidden, but it's pretty common when they switch places. People want to see where they are going so they can come back and buy some slaves.
And traveling in groups brings security.
Yep, indeed. But they set next to the western side of the mountain range.
Okay, yeah.
So the same mountain range you once came from.
Can
A
we
bit
estimate
more north though.
how far from the shallow passage?
Well, you traveled for a good few days, almost non-stop. It was quite slow. Let's say 50 miles northeast ish.
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
place we left. But how far from the point of shallow passage?
Oh, hard to tell. You can see the sea, you can see the shallow passage area at all. Considering
But I have seen the map.
you have seen the map. Well, considering you estimate a rough 100 miles or more.
North from the place we came.
Yeah.
From the mountain. Okay.
Yeah.
Was there was something up north. I don't have the map right here.
Me neither.
God damn it.
I don't think you have the map with you even in game.
Yeah, but if I have seen it, I remember it because I have this wanderer thingy.
Okay.
Wait.
Well, I have map of Fethiye area.
No. Doesn't
Well,
count.
it could show the mountain range, but then just end there, but
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah. You would, if you have something you can remember it with, right? There's only one city. Huh?
If I have seen the map, I should remember it.
You would definitely do. There's only one city north of where you are.
I have an excellent memory for maps and geography.
Okay.
You can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
About 100 clicks south is the shallow passage. Diab, you remember that there's a city of Charn north. Kind of at this point it's more of a in west direction from your current location. And as they are setting their camps there, I think it's good time to not do any cliffhangers and quit this day's game. I really love the aspect that you didn't fight. There really didn't seem to be a great spot to fight and didn't kind of force it. Kind of a more discussion kind of a game, but I really liked it. You discussed so much. I think I was only talking about 5% of the game time, which is nice. So it was awesome.
This might actually be the first time we have not fought.
Yeah.
No,
We
it's
have had the opportunity.
oh yeah, in a situation where we could like fight. This was first. We didn't. We chose not to fight.
Yeah.
We are actually
We are learning.
cherishing our characters.
Yeah. One already died, so.
Yeah. Except for Morgran, you can go and die every time.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of like a suicide bomber at the moment.
Reminds me of another dwarf we had in our previous party.
Yeah, probably it's a racial trait for dwarves. Just
Yeah.
go head first into a cake full of
What I was
gunpowder.
about to say earlier that we abandoned whatever we are doing and just set up a moon juice distillery empire,
Yeah.
and that's the campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just start campaign 3. Right.
Yeah.
Now we are merchant moguls and we are
Yeah, I mean it's your decision, right? Yeah. Great, I had fun. We're playing again 18000s EEST next week Monday.
EET.
EET, whatever.
whatever.
Yeah. Follow, subscribe, do whatever. Check our YouTube page. And next week Monday, I had a blast. Hopefully you did too.
Same here. Same here.
See ya.
Thank you. Thanks for everybody.
And thanks for the subscriptions of myself and Munet TV.
Yeah, you.
Thanks, June. Thanks for the subscription.
June TV.